am great. Thank you so much. Yes, good evening to you guys. All right. Okay. So, first of all, we will be continuing today 4.2 the storyteller. All right. So that is the chapter that we had started during the last lecture, and we'll finish it off today. Congratulations to them. That's great. Keep it up. Yeah. So as I was telling you that we will be first completing the chapter that we have already started. After that, there is an assignment that you have already received. We will be discussing that assignment at the end of the lecture. Okay? Since I don't want to break the momentum of the chapter and we are studying something really interesting. I know a lot of you must have read the entire chapter, the part 2 of it. Can you raise your hands, those who have done it? Okay, a few of them. Yes, guys, have you read 4.2, the storyteller part 2? Have you read that chapter? Okay, no worries. It is a very, very interesting story. Now, very quickly, we'll have a recap of what we had done during the last lecture. Okay? Yeah. So, we had seen that there was an aunt who was traveling with 3 kids in a railway carriage. Okay. And since they were traveling, it was very, they were traveling in a railway carriage and it was very hot. It was very humid. So the passengers were obviously very irritated and frustrated. The children created chaos in that compartment. Okay. They were jumping up and down and doing sorts of things. And therefore, this bachelor who was there, who accompanied them, who was not with them, he was a stranger, but he was sitting in the same compartment. So he was very irritated. Since he was very irritated at these people, the aunt who had accompanied the children, she thought of telling them a story to engage them. All right. And this aunt was apparently not a great storyteller. So the children were, they were not attentive and they did not like the story. They did not find it interesting enough. So their attention was not with her and they thought it was a very, very stupid story because, okay, I hope you remember the story now. The story was of a girl who was really very good. And because she was so good, she made friends. And once upon a time, this girl was saved from a running bull. So there was a bull who was running after this girl, and this girl was saved. Her friends saved her because she was very, very good. Now, the obvious answer to this is the obvious question after this is, won't the friends or won't the people have saved her if she was not good? तो मतलब अच्छी नहीं होती तो नहीं बचाते क्या? Okay. Obviously, the children who were very intelligent, according to me, they asked this question. Later on, this bachelor, he thought that the story was not interesting, so the aunt retorted that he, like the stranger, the young man, should tell them a story. Now, part 2 is the story of Bertha. The story that the bachelor is narrating to these 3 children. All right, guys? Okay, so are we on the same page? Did you understand this much? Any doubts still here? You can message me in the other account, guys. No doubts? All right. Okay. Now message me in the other account, okay? Yeah. In the account of Rajvi Thakkar. Okay. Part 2. Now, she was so good. She meaning Bertha. And again, this story of Bertha. Bertha was a very, very good girl. And this story of Bertha is narrated by the bachelor who is in the train compartment. All right. Yeah. So moving ahead. She was so good, continued the bachelor, that she won several medals for goodness, which she always wore pinned on to her dress. Okay. So now, because Bertha was so good, she had received a lot of medals for her goodness, and these medals she wore every time she went out, or if she was in the house. Everywhere she wore it pinned onto her dress. So they were attached with her dress. There was a medal for obedience, another medal for punctuality, and a third for good behavior. They were large metal medals and they clicked against one another as she walked. Okay, so now these three medals are really, really important in the story. Okay, let's revise. The first medal was for obedience because she listened to her elders and teachers and everybody around her. She was a very obedient kid. Obedient वो सबका कहा मानती थी. Second, another medal was for punctuality. Punctuality because she was always on time and she did every work of hers on time. So first obedience, second punctuality, and the third one was good behavior because she behaved very nicely, very appropriately and politely. So there was this third medal. Now these were very large metal medals. Metal, you know what it means? Okay, yeah, so large metal medals, and when they clicked against each other, so when they hit each other, they produced a sound like all metals do. Correct? वो स्टील के बर्तन अगर एक दूसरे को टच हो जाए तो कैसा आवाज आता है उसको clicked against one another as she walked. Now, no other child in the town where she lived had as many as 3 medals. So everybody knew that she must be an extra good child. Okay. So now the town that Bertha lived in, no child had ever gotten 3 medals. But Bertha was the only child who had received it. So everybody, every kid, everybody knew that she must be an extra good child. Very, very, very good child. Okay. Any doubts still here? Okay. Next. Horribly good, quoted Cyril. Now I want the answer from you guys. Horribly good. Why horribly good? उसे क्यों बोला horribly good? We had discussed something like this in the last lecture, right? Come on. Yes, it definitely means horribly good means very good, extremely good. But why? Yes, very good at tirth. Yes, because the bachelor stated it before for very good. Instead of very good, he stated horribly good. Okay. Yes. Yes, Arman, correct. Because the bachelor had, told them this word horribly. It was a bad word. It's a bad word, correct? So horribly, during the first time he was explaining the character of Bertha. Okay? Yes. So horribly good actually means very, very good. Yes. Optimistically horrible, correct. So the bachelor had used this word. The children liked it very much because that was a bad word. So it had captured their attention. And Cyril was like, नहीं 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 अभी वापस वो bad word ही बोलिए ऐसा ठीक है. Okay, moving on. Everybody talked about her goodness, and the prince of the country got to hear about it. And he said that as she was so very good, she might be allowed once a week to walk in his park, which was just outside the town. Yeah. So as we discussed, she was very good. Everybody in the town knew how good she was because she had received 3 medals. The children, the elder people, everybody. Now the prince of the town also got the news, okay, that there is a very, very good child, this Bertha, she has received 3 medals and this and that. Then to congratulate her or to felicitate her, he allowed Bertha, this prince allowed Bertha, permitted her to visit his park. Now his park is royal park, okay? King का जो park होता है जिसमें king, prince, यही royal people जाते हैं. तो ये जो special park है उसमें visit करने की permission दे दी, okay? Once a week. Yeah. So she was so very good, she might be allowed once a week to walk in his park, which was just outside the town. Now it was a beautiful park and no children were ever allowed in it. So it was a great honor for Bertha to be allowed to go there. Okay. So since it was like very special and royal park and no children was ever allowed to go there. And since Bertha was, so it was a great honor for her. It was a great achievement to have been there. All right, just a second. Yeah. Okay, guys, one very important thing. There's a question that I'm going to ask you at the end of this chapter. Okay, and those who have understood the chapter properly can only answer this question. Okay, so I want you to pay attention and to really understand it. It's very simple in the first place, but understand what's actually going on or what message is it trying to give us. Okay, so there's a very important question that I'm going to ask you at the end of the lecture. All right. Yeah, so moving on. Were there any sheep in the park? Demanded Cyril. No, said the bachelor, there were no sheep, but there were other small harmless animals in the park. So Cyril asked, were there any sheep in the park? To which this bachelor replied, the special park and the park that Bertha was allowed to visit in did not have sheep, but it had other small harmless animals. Okay. The storyteller. Now, who's the storyteller here? Yes, very good. The bachelor. Correct. So the bachelor paused to let a full idea of park's treasures sink into the children's imagination. Then he resumed. Okay. Now, he paused a little bit to give them the entire idea. Okay. So he was describing the parks. It was lined with roses and flowers, and this was the entrance, and this was this. So for this, he paused for a moment to let the children imagine this picture in their head. Okay. And after that, he resumed. Resumed meaning continued. Okay. Resumed meaning continued. into is understand, comprehend. All right. Yeah, moving on. Now, Bertha was rather sorry to find that there were no flowers in the park. She had promised her aunt with tears in her eyes that she would not pick any of the kind princess flowers, and she had meant to keep her promise. So of course it made her feel all silly to find that there were no flowers to pick. Okay, so now we understand that in the park there were no flowers at all. Okay, there were no flowers at all. And Bertha was initially sorry. She felt sorry. She felt sad here that there were no flowers in the park. Okay. Now, as such, she had promised her aunt. उसने already अपने aunt को promise करके रखा था कि अगर flowers होंगे. Obviously, when we imagine a park, when we imagine a garden, we definitely imagine flowers in it because that increases the beauty of a park. That is what it is, correct? So, as such, she had promised that she wouldn't pluck any flowers whatsoever. Okay. So she was not, any which way not going to do it, and she wanted to keep that promise to her aunt. Okay. But even then, she felt that something was incomplete. She wanted the flowers to be there, even if she was not going to pick them. Okay. So she felt very silly that why am I missing out the flowers? Because I was not going to pick them in the first place. All right. So it made her feel silly to find that there were no flowers to pick. Very clear with this? Guys, any doubts till here? All right. Okay, moving on. Why weren't there any flowers? Because the animals had eaten them all, said the bachelor from Tilly. The gardeners had told the prince that you couldn't have animals and flowers. So he decided to have animals and no flowers. Okay, so obviously you know the three children who are listening to the story is going to question everything that this person is going to say. Correct? Because they're very curious. Okay, so they asked, why were there no flowers? Because that's a very unusual thing to happen in the first place. A park with no flowers. So this bachelor, he promptly replied that there were no flowers because the animals had eaten them all. सारे जो flowers थे वो animals जो छोटे small harmless animals थे उन्होंने खा लिए थे. Now क्या हुआ था that the gardeners had told the prince. Gardener ने prince को बताया था कि you can't have both. You can't have animals and flowers. Either you can have animals or flowers. Choice थी A थी because अगर एनिमल्स रहेंगे तो फ्लावर्स को खा जाएंगे तो फ्लावर्स नहीं रह सकते ऐसा. So this prince had decided to have animals and no flowers. Okay, so he must be an animal lover, so he decided that he wanted animals in his park rather than flowers. There was a murmur of approval at the excellence of the prince's decision. So many people would have decided the other way. So among these children, okay, these three children, there was a murmur, whispering of approval. They found it very nice, very humbling that the prince did not go and choose what was beautiful, a park with flowers, and rather he had chosen that there should be animals. Okay, and they were like many other people would have chosen otherwise. उन्होंने दूसरा choice लिया होता, उन्होंने flowers रखे होते और animals को मतलब नहीं रखा होता. Now, frankly, both are more or less the same, whatever you feel. Some people love flowers, some others love animals. So it's completely okay, actually. But these three children were very impressed by the prince's decision. All right, guys? Yeah. Any doubts still here? Okay, murmur of approval meaning whispering. So whenever there's some story going on and you talk among your friends, okay, अच्छा ऐसा हुआ, this happened, that happened. तो वैसे ही these three children were talking among themselves, correct? All three of them, they felt that the prince had made a good choice. Okay. So they said it very quietly. They were whispering among each other, and approval meaning agreement to the decision. Okay. They agreed with the prince's decision. Okay. Promptly meaning readily. Readily. बहुत क्विकली आंसर किया उसने. ठीक है. Okay, moving on. Okay. There were lots of other delightful things in the park. There were ponds with gold and blue and green fish in them, and trees with beautiful parrots that said clever things at a moment's notice, and hummingbirds that hummed all the popular tunes of the day. Now, this paragraph includes all the very fascinating things that were included in the park, that were there in the park. Okay, so there are three of them which are mentioned here. We'll repeat them again. Very delightful and fascinating. Okay, the first one was that there was a pond in this park, and in that there were gold and blue and green fish in them. Okay, so ये different colors की fishes थी. Okay, so amazing. He said that अगर ये poem होता तो ये definitely imagery होता, the figure of speech imagery. Yes, definitely, very good. Okay, moving on. Yeah, the first thing was pond with blue and green and gold fishes. Second, there were trees with beautiful parrots that said clever things at a moment's notice. So we know that parrots can, we have seen it in a lot of movies and things. They have sort of the ability to speak. I would not say the ability to speak, but they can mimic and sort of thing. Yeah, so these beautiful parrots, they said something very clever at a moment's notice. A moment's notice meaning very immediately. Okay. And hummingbirds that hummed all the popular tunes of the day. So ये hummingbirds भी थे और वो सारे popular गानों की जो tune है वो गाते हैं. Okay. Very clear with this? Okay. Moving on. Bertha walked up and down and enjoyed herself immensely and thought to herself, if I were not so extraordinarily good, I should not have been allowed to come into this beautiful park and enjoy all that there is to be seen in it. And her three medals clinked against one another as she walked and helped to remind her how very good she really was. Okay, let's see this. So, this girl, this Bertha, was walking up and down. She was admiring the place. The park was genuinely very beautiful. So she was enjoying herself, and she thought to herself that if I was not this good, this extraordinarily and this horribly good, then I wouldn't have gotten the chance to come here in the first place and see this, because none of the children have received this honor, and I have received. So I'm very lucky to have the chance to visit this. So she thought obviously it is a very good thing to be so very good. So she was like, अगर मैं इतनी अच्छी नहीं होती तो मैं यहाँ पर नहीं होती, मुझे ये सब देखने नहीं मिलता, and it's an amazing opportunity that I've received. Okay, and as she was walking, the three medals as usual that she had won, they clinked against each other. Okay, they hit against each other and they created the clinking sound, okay, the metallic sound, and that sound helped her to remind how good she really was. All right. Now, just then, now the story is picking up pace. Let's see. Just then, an enormous wolf came prowling into the park to see if it could catch a fat little animal for its supper. The first thing that it saw in the park was Bertha. Her pinafore was so spotlessly white and clean that it could be seen from a great distance. All right, so you tell me, guys, what's happening here? Humming is singing. Okay. The low voice, with a low voice. Okay, yeah. Hello. Yeah, yes, guys. Okay, let's understand this. Just then an enormous meaning huge wolf came prowling. Prowling is jumping, okay, running sort of, into the park to see if there was any little animal that it could eat. So it was not in the park. The wolf had come from outside the park. Now, if you ask me some logical explanation for this, guys, I don't have. It's a story. This is what you have to imagine. Okay, yeah. So the first thing now, as the wolf came into the park, the first thing that it saw was Bertha. Why? Because of pinafore. Now, pinafore is the frock that she had worn. Pinafore meaning frock. Okay, because it was so spotlessly white. Okay, it was very white. Okay, no dirt, speck of dust anywhere. Okay, and clean. And because it was so clean and white, it could be seen from a distance. बहुत दूर से भी वो दिखाई देता था. ठीक है यार, पहली नजर ये वुल्फ की ये बर्था पे ही गई. Bertha, sorry, okay, fat little animal for supper. Supper is usually late evening dinner. Okay, supper means late evening dinner. लेट इवनिंग को जो नाश्ता करते हैं ना उसको भी सपर बोलते हैं. ठीक है. Okay, moving on. Bertha saw the wolf and saw that it was stealing towards her. And she began to wish that she had never been allowed to come into the park. Okay, now as soon as this wolf had seen Bertha, obviously उसको लगा कि oh, what a treat. Instead of a fat little animal, I am getting a whole human. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to pounce on her. Okay, so as soon as he saw Bertha, it came running, prowling, okay, jumping towards her. Now Bertha thought, oh my God, why was she allowed to come into this park in the first place? Okay, well, why am I here right now? Okay, now she ran as hard as she could, and the wolf came after her with huge leaps and bounds. Okay, वो दौड़ी मतलब as quickly as she could, and she ran away. But the wolf was coming after her with huge leaps and bounds. What do you mean by leaps and bounds? Leaps and bounds. Yeah. Very quickly, very fast, jumping almost. Okay, so leaps and bounds. Now she managed to reach a shrubbery of myrtle bushes and she hid herself in one of the thickest of the bushes. अभी उसने क्या किया, शी हैड टू हाइड, ओके, बिकॉज शी कुडंट रन अवे, ओके, वो इतना तेज नहीं भाग सकती थी. ऑब्वियसली द वुल्फ हैड somehow and sometime reached up to her. So she managed to reach a shrubbery. Now shrubbery is a dense shrubs, okay? Dense, बहुत ही thick, जहाँ पे shrubs थे. Shrubs are short plants, okay? तो ये shrubs में उसने खुद को छुपा दिया. Of myrtle bushes. Myrtle bushes का वो जो shrubs होते हैं उसमें उसने छुपा दिया. And she hid herself in one of the thickest of the bushes. Very clear with this? Now this myrtle is a flowering plant. Okay, it's a flowering plant and it has a very very strong smell. ठीक है? Okay, yeah. The wolf came sniffing among the branches, its black tongue lolling out of its mouth and its pale grey eyes glaring with rage. Okay, now the imagery frankly is amazing here. Okay, तो ये तो छिप गई. Now the wolf came sniffing. Sniffing is trying to smell her. Okay, trying to detect where she is by smelling, by sniffing around. Okay, among the branches. Now its black tongue was lolling out of its mouth and its pale grey eyes, they were glaring, shining with rage. Rage meaning anger. Rage meaning anger. So there was this desperation, there was an anger in his eyes, okay, that he wanted to get to this little girl, okay. Bertha was terribly frightened and thought to herself, if I had not been so extraordinarily good, I should have been safe in the town at this moment. And इसको obviously बर्ता को क्या thought आया, क्यों मैं इतनी अच्छी हूँ? Obviously not in that way, but if she had been a normal kid and not extraordinarily good, then she would have been perfectly safe at the town in her house, and she wouldn't have to deal for her life and death. Okay, she wouldn't have to be in this position in the first place. So if I had not been so extraordinarily good, I should have been safe in the town at this moment. However, the scent of the myrtle was so strong that the wolf could not sniff out where Bertha was hiding, and the bushes were so thick that he might have hunted about in them for a long time without catching sight of her. So he thought he might as well go off and catch a little animal instead. Okay, let us understand. Okay, there were two reasons, okay, that Bertha, sorry, the wolf did not get to Bertha. First, सबसे पहले वो छिप गई थी and there was this dense, very thick, like you can't see anything, बहुत सारे bushes थे. Now this wolf tried to, sniff her, tried to smell her, tried to look for her among the bushes, but there were two reasons it was impossible to do so. One, the scent of the flowers, myrtle flowers, white flowers होते हैं, उसकी बहुत strong smell होती है. So this animal couldn't sniff where Bertha was, okay, couldn't understand, couldn't smell where Bertha was hiding, okay. First reason that he couldn't get to her. Second, now the bushes were so thick, they were so dense and बहुत like stretched area में थे, ठीक है. तो the animal, the wolf, would have kept looking for her for hours and hours and still couldn't have gotten to Bertha, okay. So he thought that इसमें time waste करने के अलावा I'll go and eat another little animal. All right, so he might have hunted in them for a long time without catching sight of her. तो उसको नहीं मिली होती because it's impossible to look through the bushes. Okay, so he wouldn't have seen her or caught sight of her. Very clear with this? Okay, so he thought that he would just go and catch a little animal instead. Okay, is this very very clear to you till yours? Any doubts? Okay. Okay, moving on. Now, just imagine this little girl hiding in the bushes. There's a huge animal who's coming to eat her, literally eat her. Okay, what would be your condition? What would you be feeling at that moment? Something very terrible. You're just trying to save your life. Okay, like literally your life. So it must be very difficult for Bertha also. Okay, and she was trembling. She was so scared, so scared. Okay, so Bertha was trembling very much at having the wolf prowling and sniffing so near her, and she trembled. And as she trembled, the medal for obedience clinged against the medals for good conduct and punctuality. Just imagine this. Now, Bertha, this wolf, as he was just about to leave and go, he came to a place which is very near to Bertha, where Bertha was hiding. So she was hiding और वो बहुत ही करीब से गुजरा. Okay. Now she was trembling. Okay, shivering literally, Bertha. And as she was shivering because she was frightened, the medal for obedience clinged against, made noise against the medals for good conduct and punctuality. Just imagine what would have happened now. The wolf was just moving away when he heard the sound of the medals clinking and stopped to listen. They clinked again in a bush quite near him. He dashed into the bush. Oh my god. The sound came again, and now because of the sound, it was very easy to spot where Bertha was. It was very easy because one, it was quite near her, near to this animal. So this animal can smell it, can hear it very easily. Okay, guys. Medal for obedience, medal for punctuality, and medal for good behavior are the three medals Bertha had received for her good behavior. I hope you remember that. All right? Yeah. Now, obviously, as soon as this wolf heard the sound, he dashed into the bush. He just rushed into the bush. His pale grey eyes gleaming with ferocity and triumph, and dragged Bertha out and devoured her to the last morsel. Oh my god, just imagine. Who would have thought this was coming? Who would have thought? Okay, let's see this. He is pale, devoid of color, pale, colorless. Okay, pale is colorless. He is colorless. Gray eyes, gleaming is shining. Okay, gleaming is shining with ferocity and triumph. Ferocity, there was an anger, there was this fierceness. Okay, and triumph. Triumph is victory. Finally, वो जीत गया. Finally, his look out for this girl. He got it. Okay, so he was gleaming. He was shining. His eyes were shining with ferocity and triumph. He had won this little contest, and he wanted to just eat this girl up. And this animal, he actually dragged Bertha out of the bushes and devoured. Devoured is eat very satisfactorily. Devoured is eat something with a lot of interest. Okay. Eat very greedily. So this animal actually ate the little girl up to the last morsel. Morsel meaning bite. Last bite तक. ये बच्चे की last bite तक उसने बराबर से खाया उसको. ठीक है. All that was left of her after he had completed eating were her shoes, bits of clothing, and the 3 medals for goodness. Okay. So obviously he had eaten everything up, and whatever was left after the animal had eaten up was were her shoes, pieces of clothing that she had worn, and 3 medals for goodness. Alright? And this is where the story ends. Okay. Now let's see first of all what were the reactions of the children and the aunt, and then I'll ask how did you like the story? Okay, yes, let's see. The story began badly, said the smaller of the small girls, but it had a beautiful ending. Okay, story बहुत बुरी तरीके से चालू हुई, but end बहुत beautiful था. Just imagine Bertha के लिए sympathy नहीं है. They found it beautiful that the wolf had eaten up Bertha. Okay. Next, it is the most beautiful story that I have ever heard, said the bigger of the small girls with immense decision. Okay, बहुत ही conviction के साथ, बहुत ही belief के साथ उसने बोला कि no, this is the best story I have ever received in my life. Okay. It is the only beautiful story I have ever heard, said Cyril. Okay. तो उसने बोला कि दिस इज द ओनली ब्यूटीफुल, मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल, जो छोड़ दो, ये इकलौती ऐसी स्टोरी है जो बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल, जो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग, जो बहुत ही अच्छी थी. ओके, एक ही स्टोरी अच्छी है. A dissentient opinion came from the aunt. Dissentient, opposite. Dissenting, different, not agreeing to what these children had said. Okay. So the aunt said, a most improper story to tell to young children. You have undermined the effect of years of careful teaching. Okay. Mr. Bula, this is not an appropriate story to tell to young children. It had no moral lesson and it was not proper. Okay. The good girl was eaten up. So this is not what you have to tell children. So it was an improper story, the most improper story to tell to young children. And the aunt told the bachelor that he had undermined, he had lessened the effect. Undermine, kuch kam kar dena. He had lessened the effect of years of careful teaching. The aunt, along with everybody else in the children's family, they must have told good stories. They must have wanted to inculcate good values among the children, obviously, as everybody does. So for that, these people had told them very good stories. Good people के साथ अच्छा होता है, bad people के साथ बुरा होता है, and stuff like that. So the aunt was of the opinion that this was not a proper story to tell in the first place, and it is not a careful thing. It's not a careful teaching. It has no morals. Very clear with this? The bachelor, in response to this, said that at any rate, said the bachelor, collecting his belongings preparatory to leave the carriage, I kept them quiet for 10 minutes, which was more than you were able to do. ठीक है, तो वो क्या बोला रिस्पॉन्स में कि वो जो भी है, I managed to keep them quiet for 10 minutes and it is way more than you could manage to do. Very clear with this? Whatever you say about my story, but I was able to keep them quiet, interested, hooked upon to the story, what you could certainly not do in the first place. Okay. And he said that while he was preparing to leave, preparatory to leaving the carriage. So his stop was just about to come. Okay. And he was preparing to leave. Unhappy woman, he observed to himself as he walked down the platform of Templecombe station. For the next 6 months or so, those children will assail her in public with the demands for an improper story. Okay. So उसमें after he left the carriage, he thought to himself कि अरे क्या काम किया है, अभी ये इतनी मतलब बेचारी इतनी दुखी हो जाएगी because these children will attack her, assail her, meaning attack her in public. And they would demand, these children would demand such improper stories and such very away from the moral conduct story and things like that. Okay, so they would demand an improper story, and she would have nowhere to go and she would not be able to do anything. तो 6 months के लिए तो अभी ये लोग उसको परेशान करेंगे ही. ठीक है, very clear with this. So here we end our chapter. Okay, first of all, how did you like it? Why only 6 months? It's an estimation, my dear. More or less 6 months, because that is what the bachelor assumed the children's memory span to be. Okay, it's a nice chapter. Okay, not so good ending. Okay, it was terribly good. Okay, it was story filled with imagery. The ending was not at all improper, ma'am. Okay. I want to say this. It was a sad story, quite interesting, horribly good, nice. Okay. Ishan from Vikroli, my dear, you told me that it was not an improper story, correct? Okay. Can you tell me, or can anybody tell me why? Why was it not an improper story? उसमें कोई moral lesson था? Because मैंने तो time and again बोला है कि अरे it was devoid of any moral lesson or anything like that. Okay, so it was awesome, curiousness, but awkward and interesting. Okay, fine. It had no moral lesson or any interesting ending. Okay. Dishika, very good, great answer, but I don't want to say that out loud now. Okay, it was wonderful, sad ending. Okay. Now, guys, wait. Okay, my question that I was going to ask you at the end. Okay, we will discuss if this story of Bertha had a moral moral lesson, or if it was good, or if it aimed at teaching something to somebody. Okay, appropriate था, ending नहीं था, क्या था, क्यों था, वो बाद में देखते हैं. ठीक है. First of all, my question to you is, listen to this very properly. Stop typing and listen to this. What brought Bertha's downfall? Okay. What brought Bertha's downfall? Why did Bertha have to die? What do you think? What was the reason? Think about it. Okay, let me read. According to Shania, this is an improper story. Shania, I'll come to you at the end, okay? Okay, who's this? Ayan, very good. Okay, so most of your answers that what brought Bertha's downfall is her goodness, her medal, because of the medals, because ये medal ने आवाज किया. Okay. And I got the right answers that I wanted, and I'm really proud of you guys, really. Okay, now listen to this. Her good behavior, her medal, her everything, her goodness, it did not bring her down, her downfall. उससे नहीं हुआ. Okay, her goodness did not lead to her death. Her medals, her good behavior, whatever, that did not lead to her downfall. ठीक है, because वो अच्छी चीज होती है. कोई भी अच्छी चीज के लिए अवार्ड मिलना, फेलिसिटेशन, प्राइज मिलना, वो एक अच्छी बात होती है. Just imagine now this, okay? You have excelled at something in your school, okay, and you got a medal for it, and you're really very proud, and you're feeling good, very good about it. Okay, everybody does. So for that entire day, you are felicitated by the principal in front of the entire school. So obviously that medal is really precious and special to you. So you wear this medal the entire day. Okay. स्कूल में पूरा दिन वो आपने पहन के रखा, बहुत प्राउड हो आप खुद पे, ठीक है. आप नेक्स्ट डे स्कूल में आए, पूरा दिन आप वो मेडल पहन के रखोगे. विल यू ऑलवेज, like forever, wear that medal? Would you do that? No, because that is not what one is supposed to do. You can be happy, you can be proud about yourself, on yourself, but you can't show off. You can't boast about it every single day. मेडल मिला है, that's a great thing. अभी नेक्स्ट डे घर पे रख के आना. अभी बाहर घूमने जाती है तो मेडल पहन के जाती है, ऐसा कोई करता है क्या? Okay, so her show off, not really show off, but pride बोलते हैं ना, her pride, that brought her downfall. You basically, you're going to do some really great things in your life. Okay, all of you are going to do some great things in your life. That doesn't mean वो 24/7 आप पहन के चलोगे. No, it's a great thing that you have done a great job. Now keep it aside and move on with your life. To show off everybody, not only show off, my dear. It's not only show off. It's basically she couldn't move past that. She wore those medals and there was no need of it. There was no need to let everybody always know. One thing, because they clinged against each other, तो ये हमेशा जब चलती होगी तब हमेशा क्लिंक होते हैं, हमेशा आवाज आता है, तो हमेशा आवाज करके सबको बताने की जरूरत है क्या, that I am here, or okay, I've gotten these 3 medals and nobody has, received them. So unnecessary pride. Yes, according to someone, she was just flexing about her medals, correct? Her goodness was not her downfall. Her pride was. Okay. So the same medals that she was very proud, that brought her downfall. Okay. Yes, we can also say it's ego. Extreme pride. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now all of them who said that this story did not have a moral lesson, what do you think about it now? Does it have a moral lesson? This is true for so many things, guys. Genuinely, for so many things. So many cases we have seen that somebody who's overconfident, somebody who's very proud, has a lot of pride and ego, they lose everything in a go. Because their head is always in the cloud. They don't know what's actually happening. In real life also, we have seen so many of such examples. People's downfall is brought by their pride. That's so true, correct? Yes. So it's great if you're good at anything, but the moral is, don't wear your pride. Don't take everything with you. Okay. So yes, now I hope everybody can see how beautiful this chapter is. The story is really beautiful, genuinely, horribly good, as you people can say. No, my dear. चने के झाड़ पे चढ़ गया is different. It is a different muhavra in Hindi. Okay. Okay, my dear. Saki or Saki, that is written beside the name of the author, is the pen name of the author. Okay, so the author goes by this name, Saki. All right. Yeah. Fine. So here we end the chapter. I hope you guys have understood this very, very properly and have enjoyed it thoroughly. Now we have to discuss the change the voice assignment. Okay, what I will do is today we will discuss as much as we can, and the rest we will discuss in the next class. All right, so just give me a moment. Sorry. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so sorry. I hope you can see my screen now and that I'm audible. Okay, very quickly we'll discuss the first one. Change the voice in the following sentences. I had located the right shop. So when you have to change the voice, you have to change the placement of the subject and object. All right. So I had located the right shop. Listen to the correct answer. The right shop had been located by me. Because had है तो been आएगा, ठीक है, to be verb में been आएगा. So the right shop was located is incorrect. Was located नहीं आएगा. The right shop had been located by me. Next, parking was prohibited. Okay, now in this one you don't have the subject. Parking was prohibited. किसने prohibit किया? We don't have the subject. So this question is in the passive voice. You have to make it active. Okay. Parking was prohibited. The answer is they prohibited parking. They prohibited parking. Why they? Because that's a general pronoun that we use. They prohibited parking is the correct answer. Had prohibited incorrect आएगा. Had नहीं है अगर क्वेश्चन में तो आंसर में नहीं आता. ठीक है. They prohibited. Simple tense. Simple past tense. Okay. Next. I could see the faint shine of plates. Who could see? I could see. So the question is in active voice. You have to make it passive. The object is the faint shine of plates. So वो आगे आ जाएगा. The faint shine of plates. Could का could as it is because it's a modal auxiliary. The faint shine of plates could be seen by me. Okay, could be, B-E-B, seen, seen the third form of the verb, past participle, could be seen by me. All right. Next one. Herman looked at me in some alarm. Herman looked at me. Now, who looked at me? Herman looked at me. So the question is in active voice. You have to make it passive. Okay. At me. Okay, so I आगे आ जाएगा. I was looked at by Herman in some alarm. I was looked at. Looked at को साथ में ही रहने दो. ठीक है. I was looked at by Homan in some alarm. Very clear with this? Next, a rainbow colors the entire sky. A rainbow colors the entire sky. Who colors? A rainbow colors. Okay, so that's the subject. The question is an active voice. You have to make it passive. The entire sky is colored by a rainbow. Look at the articles here very properly. The entire sky is colored by a rainbow. Is colored by a rainbow. Clear with this? Next. No, being will not come since being, being will not come since it is not continuous tense. जब भी continuous होता है तभी being आता है, ठीक है? Next. Sacred plants have been grown in Pavitra Vana by Reddy. Okay, so by Reddy, who's doing it? Reddy. So it's in passive voice. You have to make it active. The answer is Reddy has grown sacred plants in Pavitra Vana. ठीक है? Very clear with this? Reddy has grown sacred plants in Pavitra Vana. Okay, we'll do the last one, the 7th one, and finish it off for today. Next, you have kindled in them a desire to excel. Okay, you have kindled. Who has done it? You. So it's in active voice. The subject is at the beginning of the sentence. Okay. Passive voice आएगा. A desire to excel has been kindled in them by you. I repeat this answer. A desire to excel has been kindled in them by you. Desire to excel has been kindled. Has been kindled. D आएगा पीछे. Okay. Okay. So we'll finish it off for today. The rest of the 8 sentences we'll do it in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Kindled is ignited. Okay. Sparked. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have understood this lecture. Take care and stay safe. Goodbye. Have a great day. Have a great day, guys. Yeah.